Hello, it's me, Carl Welshman, with my Welsh apron on, doing a little bit of cooking, just letting my pie cook through. Thought I'd have a little cheeky beer while that's all happening. And today we're going to be doing a review and a cheeky taste of IKAT double dry hopped double IPA from Salt. I've had a few salt beers in the past and they're fucking tasty. Really tasty. It says here that this is hoppy and tropical. It's coming in at an 8%. Quite a lot of writing on the back here. Little story about Salt. I'm not going to read all of that, but it's a nice story. It's just talking about beer passion and, you know, how much they've grown and that they've made a number of different beers that have won awards, which I believe they're tasty. IKAT then, it says the Indonesian craft of tie-dyeing yarn before it's woven. Double IKAT, somewhat unsurprisingly, involves dyeing and weaving two yarns, the fabrics from which are most intricate and highly prized. This leads us nicely onto our namesake, a double dry hop double IPA with an intense tropical fruit and citrus hop aroma, full-bodied and intertwined with tropical character. Expect a little guava, mango, passion fruit, and lychee, followed by more mellow honey notes for a smooth but surprisingly bold finish. That sounds great. It sounds like everything I love in an IPA. Do love a tropical flavour. Go on there. There we go. There you go. A little look at that. So I had a tin of Mr. President the other day, double IPA coming in at a 9%. And to be honest with you, it wasn't my favourite experience because it just tasted boozy, like really boozy. And I mean, I expect from a strong beer, you are going to get a boozy hit, but overall it wasn't a pleasant experience. Now already I'm getting more of a sort of tropically kind of hit from this one head. I don't know whether there was any smoke, who cares. Yeah, I mean, so far nice and hazy. That's incredibly hazy. It's like a fucking honey milkshake. Look at the colour of that. Beautiful. Tropical as you like. Let's go for a fucking taste. That's great. That's really great. That's really tasty. See, I don't know whether 1% of alcohol makes that much of a difference, but 9% Mr. President, it just tasted so damn alcohol-y. It just, oh, jeepers creepers, never again. No. Whereas this is dangerous. It's dangerously drinkable. Like Mr. President, it took me a while to get through. I got bloody destroyed the night I drank that, because I drank that, immediately jumped into a 6%er, right? I think the Mr. President was still making me drunk on top of this other beer that I was drinking. It just wrecked me, but that's enough about Mr. President. We're here to talk about IKAT, double dry hopped, double IPA from Salt. You're getting all of those fruit flavours. See, I think that when you start talking about mango and guava and what else are we got here? I mean, it is incredibly fruity. Yeah, mango, guava and passion fruit. They just all kind of blend into one. You know, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. You're definitely getting a bit of lychee in there as well. It's like the holy, I was going to say trinity, but it's more than three there. It's the holy mix of flavours that makes a really nice, tasty, tropical, hazy IPA. And it is really smooth. They've got it absolutely right, even though they've written a little novel on the back, and I don't usually like that, and I don't usually agree. This is one of those beers that I actually think follows the little script on the back there, because it's such a silky smooth finish as well. It's smooth, nice, just a little bit of carbonation in there. It's fruity. There's bitterness, but it's a pleasant bitterness. this, for me, I think this is absolutely perfect, right? You found yourself on a desert island. You don't know how you got there. Probably fell out the plane or went off track with your kayak or something. One minute you're fucking going around the River Taff. You go past the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff. You sneeze. You're sort of holding your head. Next thing you know, desert island around the Caribbean somewhere. You're looking around. You're like, oh, Jesus Christ, I need to build a shelter, because you can see a storm approaching from the distance. It's just coming across now, big dark clouds, and you're like, oh God, what am I gonna fucking do? Notice the sand starts quivering a little bit. A load of fucking crabs come up. You're like, oh God, fucking couple of lobster, couple of like millipedes start coming out of the trees. The coconuts turn out not to be coconuts. They're just like really fat vampire bats. You're like, oh fuck, it's all coming in, right? Reach into your fucking bum bag, right? Got a bum bag on, obviously, because you've got to keep some sort of emergency refreshments with you at all times whenever you go kayaking around the River Taff in Wales. You reach in, you got yourself a fucking nice tin of IKAT, double dry hop, double IPA from Salt and Air. You pour it into your glass, you have a little sip. You look around now, all of the fucking creatures are getting closer and closer and closer. The storm is getting closer and closer. You quickly reach down, right? You take your shoes off. You tie the shoelaces together. You fashioned a pair of nunchuckers. You start fucking spinning your fucking nunchucks like that. That creates a kind of vortex. Lightning strikes the vortex, creates an interdimensional gate. You step through into a world where you now have superpowers. Perfect. Salt, IKAT, double dry hopped, double IPA, hoppy, tropical, coming in at 8%. An absolutely beautiful, easy drinking beer. I recommend this a lot. I will definitely be getting another tin of this beautiful beer. I'm going to give you an 8 out of 10. Now, let's get into that ultimate dimension.